Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, episode 65 XP Share with a little bit of a last minute intro for you guys. That's the first time I've ever seen the Sandstorm music video, just so everybody's aware. That was kind of wild. I was like, what is going on here? I don't understand this at all. Quang has decided not to join us on webcam today.
My webcam. What do you mean?
He's been here this whole time.
What? I was here first.
What link are you clicking on, buddy?
The one that everyone else is on.
I see him in here.
I was here the first.
I mean, he's at like 12 FPS, but he's here. It's like
I'm gonna crash out.
No, he's not. Question mark? What?
I'm
totally
literally
see him.
staring at him.
Looking at him right now.
Reconnect, I guess.
Is this the first TikTok short? The ghost of Quang?
Again.
You're a
That was
month
straight
late,
up.
bro. Christmas was last month.
Oh, there he is. Oh,
Hey.
I see him. Oh,
Just
I see
because
him.
I don't have my glasses on doesn't mean you can't see me.
It's the other way around. Oh shit, there he is. What's up? No, you literally weren't showing up in video for me. That was so weird. Okay, that makes sense now. The fuck, dude? Alright.
Wild.
Now we see him, but he probably can't see us. What's going on, guys? Episode 65.
Hey.
Yeah, Spotify wasn't working today, so we had to do a little improvisation.
See, this is why you gotta be like me and use YouTube Premium, baby.
YouTube Premium.
That sounds like money.
Yes, sir.
Because, like, it's all the good stuff about Spotify, but also no ads on my 5-hour-long video essays about video games.
Yeah, that. And when you drop off, you can go back to exactly where you were. You can also play it in the background. Background play is huge, honestly.
Huge.
Yeah.
I feel like I had no choice because I had been using Google Play Music way back in the day, and so when I switched to YouTube Music, I was like, I guess I'm still here. I just been using it, not even realizing all the other benefits that come with it.
I wish that was I subscribed to YouTube Red when that first came out because of some Vsauce content. And then I just kept paying for it. Really?
Yeah.
You like Minefield, huh?
Yeah, I loved Minefield. Fucked up. What a fucked up show. Not if you guys should watch it. I think you can watch it for free now, but
yeah, it's all free now.
One of the episodes, he literally makes people do the trolley problem, like in the most ethical way possible, but it's still so fucked up.
Oh god. Vsauce has always been one of those guys. It's like he's doing some weird shit on like YouTube Shorts and TikTok now, and I kind of fuck with it. Like he is someone that is like weird in a cool way.
Yeah, no, he's weird and sciencey, opposed to like Max Fosh, who's just weird and.
Yeah, but see, Max Fosh has a really satisfying voice. That's what gets me through it.
Oh, I just like the fact that he's just like, I have an idea and we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
And no, regardless of how stupid it is. Oh,
that shit, bro.
That's the kind of content I wish I had the budget to make.
Yeah, this is the kind of shit that I wish I had the energy to do. Like, fucking.
I wish I had the budget.
Written by children.
Yeah, no, I wish I had the budget to say like, you know what I'm gonna do today? I'm gonna become a member of the royal family. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it and get an easy 1 million views, and then you won't see me for 3 weeks. It's fine.
I'm gonna be technically the richest person in the world for a split second.
Yeah.
By having somebody buy one of my 3 billion stocks that I've made up for $10 or £10. Great.
Oh dear.
So you should sign up for YouTube Premium. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, honestly, Google, we just shut the fuck out for you, huh?
You should like and subscribe.
You should. Oh my god, did the button glow? Holy shit. That's fucking. That's crazy. Sponsor it was green.
You know you can do it. Wait, there's room in the royal family for like 2 spaces. Oh my god.
See, I could never be a member of the royal family because I would expose everything. I would like the XP share episode after I joined the royal family. Like, you get some exclusive shit on that one. Let me tell you, I would leak everything and then be shot.
You would leak stuff.
Then
You
be
wouldn't
shot.
even. You wouldn't even be leaking it to like the public. You'd just be like, just talking to us about it. He'd be like, you won't believe this shit. And then Justin
Yeah.
just moves the mouse cursor slowly to the go live button.
I'm just gonna put this out there real quick. So I know 3 out of the 4 of us have at least attempted this Spellcasters what's that?
Spellcasters Chronicles.
Chronicles. There you go. That's the word. That
Spellcasters, the Chronicles of Narnia.
The Chronicles of Narnia. I want to, because, Juice, how much time did you get to put into it? I know you sent me a key, but I don't know if you actually got to play it or not.
Yeah, I mean, I played one game.
I played one game.
One game. Yeah.
What'd you think after going through the overwhelmingly long and winded tutorial that was absolutely not needed?
There's just way too much going on in that game at a certain point. I feel like there's not enough balance for it to feel like something that could end up being competitive. Okay. I was getting Clash Royale, but it's on PC, in a sense. Like I didn't like it. I was trying. I really wanted to. There's not enough balance in the game at the moment. It's like you have your 3 lanes, and I'm in here on my lane, minding my business with this person, and all of a sudden someone from another lane decides that they just don't like me anymore, and they want to come over to my lane and push me, and now I'm thinking, okay, well, hopefully I get some help. And help doesn't come. Yeah, it's not coming. You're screwed, and you're just getting pushed the whole time, just pushed in, clapped, and it's like, all right, this is great. I didn't really know. I didn't really know what I was doing as far as building my character, which that's just game knowledge. You got to play more to understand that part of it, and that part's fine. I played Deadlock, so I get it. You got to learn, how to build your characters. But yeah, no, the whole time I was just thinking, this just doesn't feel. It doesn't like this. It doesn't feel right to me. I know something just didn't. Yeah. No, played one game.
I think we need to play more.
Yeah.
Few more games. It ends tomorrow. Maybe we'll play some more. At least 2 games. Give it 2 more games. Well, actually, CJ is probably going to bed, so we might just do a.
No. Oh no, brother. I have to stay up because in 12
right.
hours I'm gonna be on a plane in 12 hours. So I am downing Dr. Pepper like it's fucking the new water.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Love that.
I'm going to Boston.
Boston.
Yeah. I'm
Boston.
Going. Oh no, Boston.
So yeah, I'm down to run some Chronicles games because I like so bear in mind I am the newest to MOBAs you could possibly be. I have played a single game of League of Legends, and I played 2 games of Deadlock. Clash Royale exists, I'm sure. I am played that. Like, I do not play. I didn't even play Pokemon Unite. Right, that's how new to MOBAs I am. I didn't even play Pokemon Unite. And I understand that, like, I am very much the minority in that. I think for me, not knowing what I'm doing, the tutorial was helpful, but I think what it would benefit from is kind of have you played MOBAs before? Yes or no. If you haven't, you get the full thing. if you have, it prioritizes teaching you the deck building and the movement. So hearing your take on that, Juice, I think that's how you would maybe do that tutorial, is you can kind of go like the full one or the more, I know what I'm doing generally, just show me what specifically is different about this game. But I've put about 30 hours into it, and it probably took me about 5 to get it, but I was in the mindset of like, it's open for the weekend. I got into it right for free. If I don't enjoy it, I just don't need to play it again. After about 5 hours, I kind of got it. And I've been having fun, but I do agree with you in that, like, because it's a team of 3, I think High Guard's initial release, and we're going to talk about that later, but like highlighted this as well. Is like when you have small teams, like 3, communication is so important, because all it takes is like one mess up means so much more compared to a game like Overwatch, and I'm going to like Overwatch 1, where the team is 6. You know, if one of your if someone is fucking up, yeah, that sucks, but there's still 5 of you that can pull it back. So it does, you really feel the skill disparity and the influence of one person kind of making mistakes, which is fine, it's a new game, but it has a much larger effect because there's less players on the field.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
definitely an interesting take.
I think just putting like some sort of reward at the end of the tutorial will just make it feel better. Ultimately, I don't know if removing a tutorial, as somebody who like skips every tutorial because I assume that I'll figure it out. There's always something that I'll miss. That the developers won't think of if they're like, oh, you've played MOBAs before, because they're the ones making the game. Everything is pretty standard for them. I think just putting a reward at the end of a tutorial, whether that's like random character unlock or just in-game currency or some bullshit like that, could mitigate the, even if the tutorial is long, at least you got something for doing the tutorial.
It wasn't so like, I don't know about you two, but it wasn't so much that it was long per se. It was just like extremely fucking cheesy. Like one of those tutorials that are narrated by a fucking random ass character that never shows his face outside of the fucking tutorial, and you're just like, you could have just put this in like subtext on the screen or some shit.
No,
like
I like that though, and I know that I'm the guy that, but like, obviously we don't know, this is a closed beta. There might be it might do like the Overwatch thing where there's like lore and stuff, and like the main game is not built around that, but there is story, and it's like, I like the corniness of it. I think sometimes you gotta be like, yeah, it's not going to be for everyone, but also it's like, it's a tutorial for a video game. It doesn't need to be super serious. It's just this little guy be like, yeah, go kill that fucking thing. It's like, okay, I'll go kill the thing. Like, I didn't have so much issue with that. I like that they're leaning into the corniness slightly, especially like, and it's really hard to make that judgment so early on, but
Well, I'll also
I
kind of preface it with the fact that my game crashed midway through a tutorial and I had to do the whole tutorial over again. So that was
So
my fault.
you're just salty, is what I gotta listen to this guy's goddamn voice again.
Well, it's
Okay.
like it's kind of like what Quang said. It's like, you could, of course, you could skip the tutorial, but it's like, what if I missed that one little aspect of like shit that I actually needed to know and pay attention to? Because like we were, I was streaming a bit last night before CJ joined, and like there's a little, I mean, I figured out there's little things in the game, like it doesn't even tell you. You kind of just have to figure it out for yourself. And this guy was like, because I mainly play one of the main push characters. Like, you just summon a bunch of minions, and like your role is to basically just push lanes. And he's like, have you been empowering your minions? I'm like, I think so? Question mark? And it's like I see the little animation because you hit them. You have to like basically basic attack your minions a couple times to empower them, and you hit them once, and they have this little glow effect, and it's like I think I'm doing it, but I'm not sure. And he's like, no, you have to keep doing it until that indicator goes away. And I'm like, oh, that would have been nice to know like 10 hours ago. So I've been sitting here like missing a whole core mechanic to my character for like the first 8 to 10 hours of playing the game. So it's like missing stuff like that and just finding it out on your own too. It's kind of just giving that extra aspect to it. But it does need a lot of work for sure. Balancing wise, definitely could use a lot of work in terms of like if you pick like three of the best characters, you're pretty much going to steamroll unless you're just absolutely shit at the game. You don't really have any control over like where your minions go. So it's like, hey, I want to push this lane, and then they just decide to like, oh hey, but there's this alcove that goes towards the center, and I'm gonna go towards mid instead of where you want me to push. And I was like, okay, so I just split pushed without wanting to split push. Cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
The ability to like, even if it's like you put like a marker down and all your like, all minions within a certain area will just go to that marker.
Yeah. Well, I even tried to manipulate it too. Like you would think like the closer tower they are to, they're gonna go to that. So I'm like trying to put them on the certain side, and they're still like I even had one time, I swear to God, I put one guy down to go push forward, and he's just like, nah, I'm gonna just do a full 180 and go backwards and take this other tower behind me. Like,
in his defense, he left the casserole in the oven, and that's not his fault. All right, you summoned him in the middle of a cooking show. All right, that's not on him.
Yeah, I've been in a cooking show in the middle of a game before. It was awful.
Yeah.
Sushi was being thrown everywhere.
I will also
Why
give
does it
it
have
that
sushi?
like the guy that we were playing with last night said like they've added double the amount of spells since the last beta, so a few of them are going to be broken because this is the first time they're like being thrown out into the world.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, after a while, once you kind of figure it out, is like you got your pushers, you got your kind of like hybrid characters, and then you got your PvP duelist characters. And after figuring that out, it's like, oh, that guy's gonna shit on me. I'm just gonna stay back here behind my tower and push lane and not, engage.
I think that's where like the team communication really like it would really benefit from like from a game chat or some kind of communication thing that isn't a tiny text box that's really hard to read. Because then you can coordinate and focus that one guy, and then because he's not going to respawn for another like 40 seconds, so now you can kind of take that ground back.
Not bad. It's a solid 6, 7 out of 10 for now.
That I hate you. That I hate that you made that joke.
That wasn't supposed to be a joke, but thanks for putting that in my brain. Thanks
You're awful. Hi TikTok.
CJ, what joke? CJ,
that was not intended. Thank you for making it a meme. Jesus Christ, I hate myself.
Look, brother, it is like I have a teenage sister.
Sucks for you.
I didn't hear a joke in there, so I'll just be in the dark, I guess.
Hades and Josie are constantly fucking doing it, and I'm like, fucking.
Oh my god.
Jodeci?
Yeah.
No. Anyway,
it's like a Jodeci song about it.
No, it's Josie.
Josie. I thought you said
Jodeci.
Yeah. I was gonna say, wait a minute.
I mean, but there might be a song about it by the end of the year. Like, who knows?
You never know at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I generated word.
No, it's definitely a game where it's like I went into it like I'll play it, and and if I don't like it, whatever. And it's like, no, I'm gonna. Will it be my main game? I don't know, because I feel like you're gonna get certain people that come in and dominate me, and I'm not ready for that. But I had fun, and I put 30 hours into it. When you put 30
Yeah.
hours into something, there's clearly something about
gotta
it
be
that you
enjoying it.
like. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
for
just,
sure.
especially as far as the balance aspect, like you can already tell. Between all my games, I think maybe, God, maybe a dozen, maybe less. I've actually like gone to the end and destroyed the towers. The rest have just been timed out, installed
There's
out.
a time limit? Oh yeah, hold on.
Yeah,
There's
Oh.
25-minute time limit, and
I
again,
thought I
minor.
knew this game.
no,
I
it's
will
like,
say though,
I mean,
we
it's
had that.
good.
We
If
had
they,
we had that one really good game last night where we had 2 of our towers gone, and then just out of nowhere, we just fucking like, all right, no, just send our army in. We had like
How-
50 guys walking down mid.
How do
They
they decide
blocked
who
the
wins?
way through.
How do they decide who wins at 25 minutes?
just whoever
Whoever
has,
did the most damage.
yeah,
To like structures and stuff?
yeah.
Yeah, so there's 3 main towers at either end. Each has 100 health. So whoever's team has got less health at the end of 25 minutes is the winner.
Okay.
And I'll be honest, I'm kind of okay with the time, because if I can tell you right now, if games were an hour long, I would not be playing them.
I mean, I dig the
no.
idea of the I do dig the idea of a timer, but
Well, yeah. If they didn't have the timer, like games would just get stalled out for like an hour and a half, and it would be
Yeah.
absolutely boring. So it's
I
good
don't
that
know what
they
you're
put that
talking
in.
about.
No, like League of Legends and stuff like that. Sure, you like there's an eventual winner, but the way this game's balanced right now, games
Yeah.
would go on way too fucking long.
Yep.
Way too long.
And
Yeah.
like with the way the leveling is as well, like by the hour mark, your respawn would be 3 fucking minutes long.
Yeah,
Because
right.
the higher level you are, the longer
Dude,
your
that sounds like
respawn
fucking
timer.
Dota. That sounds like Dota.
I could just imagine, like, I'm level like 38, and I'm like, right, J-Log, I'm dead. All right, I'm gonna go do my laundry, and then I'll come back and I'll respawn.
Do you remember that Dota 2, the Korean casters? At I think it was their internet at the international or something. Was it the international? Where basically the game went on for like 2 hours. And at some point, mind you, the Korean casters were not there to cast Dota. They were like last minute includes. They had a lot of technical problems. They had to pause a lot, so it's more than 2 hours. But the game itself lasted for 2 hours, and towards the end, they're like, "Don't buy back, please. Don't buy back."
Oh my God.
No,
I
let
can
the
win
game in. Let the
I
game
can do
in.
it. I
Let the
can
game
do
in.
it. I can do it.
When there's money on the line, anything's possible.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
That's pretty nuts.
I will stall this game out forever.
If
Yeah,
I
it
can't
did-
have the money, no one can have the money. We're gonna be here forever, bro.
Yeah, if you type in Dota Korean casters, it is the first thing you'll find.
But
Oh,
let's
dear.
address the absolute giant elephant in the room. What do you guys think about all the high guard hate going on right now?
Yes. I mean, so
But first off, who's played it? Who's played it?
Yeah,
It's
I played
just
it.
me, you, and CJ. You played it?
Yeah, I'd say I played one game. I do intend to play a little more now that they've added toggle ADS. But I really
That's why?
struggled. Yeah, so because of my because of my medical stuff, like holding down both mouse buttons really fucking hurts. Like for a
Gotcha.
little bit it's fine, but like when you're like if I'm constantly doing it, my knuckle will go. I think I was about I was like 15 minutes into my first high guard game. I was like, this hurts. And I said but I did say when they add toggle ADS, I will give it another go. And then J-Dog told me last night that they've done that. So when I'm back from Boston, because I don't have time tonight, but I will give High Guard another shot now that they have that. And I know they have 5v5 now as well, which I do think was needed with how big the maps are.
It's the performance issues, because I played it for like 2 seconds, or tried to play it for like.
Okay, so
I had really bad.
Let's preface that real quick with I guarantee most of the people complaining about performance issues are still stuck on like a 10 series GPU. So it's like,
Probably.
I mean, I'm sure.
I had problems with it, though. I will say that my GPU is really spotty, but I saw that a lot of other people were having really bad problems with it.
Is it Borderlands bad?
I didn't try Borderlands. I don't know what your experience with it, but this was.
Borderlands is terrible.
I don't think it probably wasn't that bad, but it was bad enough that I didn't want to try like shooting things. You know?
Yeah.
Like
I don't want to generate more particle effects than I need to.
I turned everything off, and it just really.
Well, so starting out with like the whole negativity surrounding this, if you actually do a little deep dive into the Steam reviews, like not including, of course, anything like on Reddit or anything, because you can't really. I personally haven't looked into it, but I don't know how much you could really track on that end. But if you dive into the Steam reviews, they're probably about, I'd say 70 to 80% of the negative reviews are people who have played the game for less than 3 hours.
Yeah.
And so the rest of those who have played over 3 hours are at least in that range of people as like, let's say like 20-25%. At least 80 to 90% of those are positive reviews. So it's
I gave it a positive review.
It just begs the question of like, one, are people really trying? Two, do they have the computer running? Three, are they just complaining because somebody else complained and they feel like they have to jump on the fucking negativity train?
Yeah, I could tell you what this is, right? Because obviously this is all stemmed from obviously Game Awards. What this was is Jeff Keighley played this game and he really liked it, right? Because some of us might forget it, but he does play video games, right? Like he does play games. And he is in the space, and like that's why he runs the show. It's because this is his passion. He is a gamer. A lot of people forget that, but he's a gamer. So, and he clearly really liked High Guard, and then was like, you know what? I see something in this game. I love this game from what I have played. I'm gonna give it the and one last thing spot. It's a very iconic spot in the Game Awards, right? I think part of it is when people saw the trailer, they saw a hero shooter. They saw Conquered. They saw Overwatch 2. You know, they saw Marvel Rivals, right? And so what I think it was is, okay, another one of these games, but it's got some coveted developers behind it. Let's see where this goes. They didn't promote shit. So when the game comes out, people have already got that negative, because they wanted Elder Scrolls 6, right? They wanted Fallout 5. They wanted something big. Even though Elder Scrolls 6 only started development in 2023, people want, games that they've been waiting on for a year. People wanted it to be GTA 6. I would have loved for it to be Bully 2, but it's whatever.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
that would have been some heat. That would have been some heat.
People wanted it to be like a big, I thought it was going to be I thought Divinity was going to get that spot. Turns out that they did it like an hour into the show.
Yeah.
So when it came out, I believe it was of the mindset of this needs to blow me away, and this is like the same mindset I am gonna have when GTA comes out. This needs to blow me away, or I'm gonna feel like you led me on for 3 months, or for a month, or whatever it was. Time is irrelevant. So when it's come out and there's been bugs, and it to some people it's generic and it feels like it's a little bit of everything all in one. People are disappointed that it's not Elder Scrolls. People are disappointed that it is something that in their mind is generic. When ultimately, I do have a few gripes with it. I feel like it is trying to do a lot of different things. And I
A
feel
lot
like
of
the scope is very wide, and that can work. That can absolutely work. But it's like it's got a little bit of everything, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. And then it becomes the meme to hate on High Guard in the same way that with the Kingsman drama that happened in Rivals, whether or not it's justified, right? It becomes the meme to hate on all Widow players in Rivals now, because people like trends, right? We are a species built on patterns, and that's what the High Guard was. It's a fine game. It's got some issues, but it's just released, and they'll probably fix those. And they are clearly listening to commentary, and they're listening to reviews, and they're trying to make the game better. They've not abandoned the game. This isn't Conquered. It's already lasted, half of Conquered's lifespan, and it's doing fine. But people see the trend of, oh, I'm going to hate High Guard because everyone else is hating High Guard. And maybe if I make a clip of me hating on High Guard, the algorithm will pick me up. And that's all it is. People want their 5 minutes of fame.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the hate. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Quinn.
Oh, I was gonna say I was also did a quick deep dive now. I'm surprised that Steam doesn't have like a game has been updated since this review kind of function in their reviews.
I think they used to. I don't know how it works anymore, but I know
'Cause
they used to.
I will say majority of the complaints that are like real complaints. A lot of this is stupid, but and I have definitely lost some brain cells. Majority of the complaints are like either performance issue or like really not enjoying the 3v3 mode, which they introduced a 5v5 mode, didn't they?
Which is
the most recent update.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother aspect that we'll get into after that.
But yeah, I was gonna say I thought they updated that specifically. I don't know how the performance is. I haven't tried again because I literally downloaded it and then tried to play it. It felt like packet loss. The kind of lag that I was getting. And I was like, oh, it's not ready for people yet. And then I installed it promptly.
I mean, I usually play all my games on like medium or high anyways, like trying to fucking max everything out. I don't play games for graphics. Sorry guys, my bad.
Yeah, I mean I play League on I have a 30 series and I play League on low.
Oh,
everything.
I don't know why you're having issues then if you have a 30. What's your processor?
Yeah, I don't remember. It should run the game fine. It should run the game fine, ultimately. So I don't know what problems I was having. I don't know if, once again, I don't know. I figured that the game wasn't ready to be like played. There's like some internal problems, either server side or whatnot. But especially because I wasn't the only person. But it sounds like you've been able to play it fine, or you guys have been able to play it fine. So,
I mean, that's the thing is like they initially wanted to shadow drop this game, like like Respawn did with Apex, and the whole putting it in the Game Awards kind of just obviously kind of messed that up. So
yeah, because we're still in the earliest patch cycles. Like we're the 4th patch in.
I think they if I remember the numbers correctly, I think they went from a peak like 90K in the first couple days. Of course, that's people just trying the game, to a consistent like 10 to 15 now daily.
Yeah.
Which isn't it. It's not too bad, but again, it's like a drop of those people that have been complaining, and it's like there are some valid aspects. Like hold to crouch should have been in there. Toggle ADS should have been in there. Like you're making an FPS. Those are things that should be in your game from day one. And going into the whole moving into the 5v5 scenario. Granted, I only played one 5v5 game so far, but I personally think it's fine 3v3.
Yeah.
I think the bases are way too small for 5v5. This isn't Rainbow Six. The time to kill is already insanely fucking long in the first place. So it's like you can obviously 1v1. 1v2 is difficult. 1v3 is almost out of this world. Unless like the three people are absolute fucking shitters and miss 90% of their shots. So it's like between the time to kill, the small bases, I think 5v5 is actually a little too much. And the people who are complaining about it, I guarantee aren't playing 5v5s and they're still playing 3v3s because it is too much. And people just don't understand the game enough to where they're just like 2 or 3 people just run in, get their shit wrecked, and then you got the other 2 that have to go back and defend, which also is another aspect of like when you're planting the sword to destroy the dome in the first place. Since the time to kill is so fucking long, you could just rush a door at full fucking health, press the E button, and you'll have it planted before you even die, which is another thing in itself. But I don't think 5v5 is the answer to this game. It's like it is different. There's a looting phase. You can buy things. You basically fight over an objective, and you do base raiding. And then after that base raiding, going back to the looting phase, you either repair your base or you go find more loot. So that aspect kind of starts complementing itself after the first part. Sure, the first looting aspect initially feels like a task and feels boring as shit, but after that initial base raid, you have to choose whether or not to reinforce your base or go find better loot for the next fight. So
yeah,
it does put in that extra aspect. It's a new fucking game. It's new ideas. I mean, not really new ideas. It's a bunch of ideas thrown into one game that work out. You know, you got your battle royale looters, you got your objective holders fighting over an objective. You got your Rainbow Six base raiding, a search and destroy type shit. It just throws it all together, and I think it's also that new aspect of throwing all this together, which overwhelms a lot of people and makes it like, oh, I don't completely understand this game, so I'm going to throw shade at it because that's the cool thing to do right now. And rant.
It's a hard one. It's because obviously you have the question of. I think it's undeniable. If it didn't have the one more thing spot, it would this wouldn't have happened. It would have had its release. Some people would have played it, and it would have found its player base for sure. I think that there are a lot of very valid criticisms that have been lost in the source, as it were. The issue you kind of have, right, is obviously the first thing that everyone sees is that big old map, right, where you're looting and you're waiting for the sword to come down. And they see that, and for some people, they want to immediately get in the fight, and you can't really do that in 3v3 with a map that size. I think people's expectations for what the game was going to be got kind of thrown off when it was sort of it's very much a jack of all trades game. Yeah. I don't think people were quite ready for that. From my one game, and obviously in a couple of weeks I will give it some more time. I'll try out both 3v3 and 5v5 because I feel like that's fair. From what I was learning and from what the tutorial was sort of showing me, is there is a lot to it. arguably like a little too much. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have the experience enough, but I hope that when like the sort of when the waves have settled a little bit and the storm has rolled out, that I think it is a game that definitely deserves its chance to sink or swim, and I feel like it has been given an unfair disadvantage in that. But at the same time, I think it is crucial because we have seen some people playing it. I saw a lot of content creators playing it day one. We did have a lot of criticisms to it, and some of that is, well, you're just gonna go back to the game you normally play, right? But I think the hard thing in this, and sort of the double-edged sword, is it didn't deserve the absurd amount that I hated it got, but we need to make sure we don't let the pendulum swing too far the other way. We make sure that we keep the devs in a position of like, we'll support this game, but you got to make sure it fucking works, because we don't want to have Concord 2 Electric Boogaloo. Because that's my fear, is that we have another Concord situation. Right now, it doesn't feel like it's going that way, but it ever since that game came out, that's going to be something in the back of everyone's mind when a multiplayer new IP comes out. Are you going to be Concord? Just don't do that.
Well, I think the I don't think it's going to be another Concord, especially due to the fact that it was
Free to play.
free to play. Yes, exactly. So the fact that they made it free to play, it already saves them a bunch of face. So that also puts in the aspect of, if it wasn't free to play, how many refunds would still come in. But I think it's going to have a resurgence. I think a lot of people are looking for something new to play, especially FPS wise. I've seen a lot of less people playing Apex, less people playing Valorant. A lot of people, a lot of big streamers are getting off the art train. Even Shroud is playing Deadlock right now. That's kind of wild. Haven't seen that in probably almost a year since it came out. So it's like people are looking for that transition to something new, and I think this is the something new. People just need to be willing to put the time into it. As far as I think people have just gotten too complacent with the whole oh, I can just jump into a game and all this shit looks familiar, so I basically know how to play this game, to where I have to learn, I haven't played Rainbow Six before, I haven't played Apex before, I haven't played, all the other games that correlate to High Guard before, so it's you have to learn these new aspects to actually play the game, and people aren't willing to do that nowadays. So it's a mix of things. But I do think there will be a resurgence. High Guard is definitely not a terrible game. I don't think it's gonna die. They just need to be consistent and keep coming out with things for it. The last update already came out with a new defensive map. So it's I mean, they're pouring time into it. I guess it's just another question of is how much are people going to actually enjoy the 5v5 mode?
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily think the game is the problem, and the people who have criticized the game online I have said the same thing. It's the fact that High Guard looks corny as hell, bro.
Good.
Do I think it's a bad game? No, I don't think it's a bad game. The games that I played, but besides 5v5, 5v5 is chaos right now. The characters that they showed in the Game Awards just look like run of the mill, just straight up fucking boring. There's nothing really interesting about the story. And I think that's what that's why a lot of people were giving a shit. They're like, what is this? This doesn't look like, I mean, you saw the freaking Divinity video, and we were like, dude, this looks like a fucking movie. You know, I mean, like it looked so damn good. I never even played Divinity, and I'm like, dude, I'm hyped to play it. And then you see Highguard with these characters who are just like they just look corny. Like the art style just does not look interesting at all. These days, players are starting to enjoy games that have more than just gameplay, but a little bit of depth as well. Like the gamers want that too. And I think that when they saw that art style plus the characters, they were just like, okay, it's a hero shooter. All right, whatever. But dude, who is this guy? Like with this typical haircut, looking stupid. Like, a lot of it just seemed super corny. I think people were really thrown off about that.
Carrot
I
top
mean,
hair that you've seen in
it,
every game for the last
it
5 years.
fucking game, bro. So yeah, if Highguard if they were able to somehow have a compelling story that comes along with the typical gameplay, I don't think it would have been a big deal. Also, yeah, if Highguard just happened to drop like Apex did, where there was no Game Awards, trailer leading up to it or anything like that, I think the game wouldn't have received as much, criticism as it's currently receiving. There are a lot of gamers who are just pitchforking, of course. We've had episodes talking about these types of gamers. So this is
Yeah.
this
Oh
is
yeah,
no
yeah. This is a bingo moment of like,
it's a bingo moment.
yeah.
It's
I
just a thing, but yeah.
It's an interesting comparison, right? Because we spoke about Spellcasters earlier. I look at the character design in Spellcasters. I think J-Dog will be able to more sort of understand where I'm going with this. It's like those are like every character in Spellcasters, right? Looks unique, looks cool. You can see the inspiration as to what they base his character off of and how they manipulate it to
Right.
make it suit the character. You look at the character design in Highguard, a couple of them look cool. I like the sort of ice elf that they have. He looks pretty cool. And it's like the spirit, the lady that has the summons, where she's like sort of shrouded. She looks quite cool. And the fire guy with the curtains just looks like he looks like he's out of every Final Fantasy game, or like all of them. Right, and I know that like that's not really a criticism, is because we should be criticized. If we're gonna criticize, it should be more about the gameplay, because ultimately that's what it's about. But I think Juice raises a valid point there, in that like if I put a character, Overwatch was a perfect example. Most of, not all, most of the character designs in Overwatch, you look at that character and you can get an idea of what they do, right? You get an idea of, but you look at the sort of the poster boy for Highguard. I couldn't tell you what his kid. Show me Reinhardt. Oh, that's a big
He's
guy with a
pretty
fucking hammer. He charges in and he hits people with the fucking hammer, right? Show me the fire elementalist from Spellcasters. You could sort of like it, name obviously leans into it, but you look at him, right, and look at his art. It's like, okay, he's a pyro monster, and he's sort of he's got this very sort of African sort of design to him, and he stands out, and he's very cool in that sense. But clear the ice guy, yeah, like his whole thing is ice, and he's a bit more of a tank, and he stands out a lot. The fucking the fire guy, like his hands are fiery, so I guess he's cut. But like, is he like a guy that pushes? Is he more of a tank? Like, it's very hard to identify with these characters visually. Like, what do you do? Who are you? Whereas, like, you look at Tracer, oh yeah, she's a little nippy mosquito motherfucker that's gonna annoy me for 3 years of my fucking life.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in some of these games, man. I mean, Deadlock included, people are already role playing in my games. I mean, like in the all chat, I see people playing characters like Lash or Bebop, and they're saying things in chat that Lash or Bebop would say because of the fact that Val put a ton of time into building the lore for Deadlock. It's actually like insane. I did like an hour or two of research on it. It's insane like how much they thought about, and the game's still closed beta, right? That's what's gonna make people want to stay in. I mean, people literally cosplay Overwatch, at gaming conventions, anime conventions, whatever, because there's some depth to the story and the characters, and you feel like you're playing that person. You might even feel like you relate to that person because of whatever lifestyle that they live. So High Guard has to do the same thing. Unfortunately, it's not enough to just have a game. You have to build worlds, for players to feel like they're really immersed in. So yeah, I think it's just it'll become, if not now, it will become one of those critiques in the future.
I mean, it should have always been. I feel like people kind of just got complacent with the whole, oh, new game, new time, cool, and then we just gotten complacent with the fucking slop over the past like 7 to 8 years. It's kind of like people are finally going back into we should, quality games would be nice right now.
Yeah, I mean, games are getting better. Over the last year, we've played some really pleasing games, so it's definitely getting there. Just might be taking a little more time than
I,
usual,
yeah, I do think
Speaking
we're getting
of,
there.
No Rest for the Wicked co-op is out. Check it out,
but
gamers.
oh man, play that fucking game. Oh my god, No Rest for the Wicked is so good. It is so good, man. I thoroughly enjoyed my time
It
playing that
looks like
shit.
they came out with some pretty good update. I still need to hop on. We'll get some
Yeah.
gaming
I'm
in.
gonna look into this.
It's my first time. I mean, J Dog was legitimately mind blown by the fact that I brought it up, but my first time really, really, really enjoying an action in ARPG. And I mean, I was playing it, but before this call, it might play it after. It's a really good game, and the visuals are what visuals and the voice acting, at least in those moments where you have those cutscenes, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's really fucking good, man.
Oh yeah, I think that's the sort of story of this episode. It's like, you know what? Try games because they might not normally be a thing, but it might grasp you. We got Juice
Yeah.
playing an action RPG. You got me playing a MOBA. Anything could happen, right?
Think of that.
We're gonna have J Dog doing rhythm games next time. It's gonna be great.
DDR.
Yeah, yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, what would be more? I played rhythm games before. What would be more fucking
Yeah.
out there is some kind of like major sports game. You know what should
Yeah,
come back?
J-Dog
True.
plays
NBA
FIFA.
ballers. NBA ballers come back.
Well,
I
he
used
used to play
to.
FIFA.
I used to
J-Dog
play.
used to play FIFA though.
I used to play the shit out of it. But it
Yeah.
was more. It
But yeah,
wasn't
NBA
like
ballers
a.
though.
It wasn't like
No, no.
a. I don't know. It wasn't like a daily thing. It was like a social, like play FIFA. People are playing FIFA. Let's play FIFA kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
What
no,
we need
NBA ballers, NFL Street, or not NFL Street, fucking NFL Blitz, bro. Games like
NFL
that.
Blitz was sick.
Hey, NFL Street was lit too when it came out.
Tickle my dopamine, please. I mean, what?
What we need is a Justin Goes Touching Grass stream.
J-Dog touches grass.
There is no grass in Arizona, so
True.
Grass in Arizona.
grass does not exist out here.
Because that's what I've been doing, and honestly, been enjoying it. It's been pretty good. I started
Sounds
playing
like pudding.
Pokemon Go again. It was
Oh, God.
that's really what's been happening.
Genuinely, with my trip to Boston, I'm like, do I do that? Do I re-download Pokemon Go? Because last time I played it was when I was in Canada. So fuck it. Is that the thing I do?
You see,
Every
my
time you go
thing
to a new
is
place, you go
with
to your phone.
Yep.
my thing is with going outside of the house is it's expensive because my hobbies are expensive. So
Yes, they are.
so if I stay indoors, I don't spend money.
J-Dog he be wilding, y'all. He be wilding out there.
Yeah, it's
I respect it.
touching grass is a lot more expensive than video games for $60. Let me just put that
Well,
out there.
well,
Let me
well. I
Just
mean, if we
go bowling. Just go
want
bowling. Just go
to, nah,
bowling.
I was
It's
gonna
even
say,
So
expensive,
That's
bro.
crazy.
That
Bowling's
I was
expensive
gonna say,
now.
don't tell me that video games are the cheaper experience when the fucking prices for the new WWE game release, and if I want the Ultimate Edition, it's $160. It's
Yikes.
160 fucking, and
you
there's four
That's
versions of the
yikes.
game now. There's 4 versions of the fucking game. Fuck this company.
the only reason, okay, in my defense, the only reason that bowling at the time, okay, I'm putting these two together because they were both kind of cheap. We were doing both at the same time, me and Christina. We were going go-karting and we were going bowling. The only reason it was cheap was because we bought packages for like a month and a half, 2 months that last, and after that 2 months, we never went back because it's fucking expensive.
Damn.
That's
That's crazy.
You don't want to
Bowling's-
know how much money I put into go-karting last year. It'll
Oh yeah.
blow
Nah.
your mind. It'll it'll give you a hernia.
I will say that bowling has only been like marginally cheaper because I don't have to buy bowling shoes anymore, or I don't have to rent them. Because God, I've saved so much money just buying bowling shoes. One of the best investments that I've ever made, for sure.
I told Christina not to get me fucking bowling shoes because once these deals go out, we're not going bowling no more. And lo and behold, the deals are over. We're not going bowling, and now my bowling shoes are sitting in the back of my fucking car.
Just collecting the dust.
Well, I need to like start reinvesting in, because I used to have like the Cineworld, IMAX. Like I used to have their membership because I used to go to see movies all the like literally when I was working at school. That's what I would do. It's like, oh, it's paycheck day. I want to go see what's in the fucking cinema. So I need a, because that was my thing, right? I love going to the movies. I think it's great. I love supporting local cinemas, especially in the era of streaming. So I need y'all are motivating me to do that. And this is all just a segue, so I can say I'm gonna go see Iron Lung this week, and I'm really fucking excited.
Nice.
I'm really excited.
Are you a Markiplier fan? No, you seem like a Markiplier fan.
I am not a Markiplier fan in the sense of like I watch all his videos. I've been subscribed since 2013. Like I've always known about him. I genuinely really enjoyed the stuff he did with like the Unis Arnis stuff over COVID. I think that was really cool. It was like a fun little, like, we're all locked inside. Oh, I'm gonna go check and see what this people are doing. But I've always been aware of him. I think a heist with Markiplier and In Space with Markiplier, like, but being more of like a media guy, hearing about, I was very interested by that, and I've always been very supportive of him and what he does, because he is one of the few people on the internet I think we could genuinely say didn't let it get to him at any point. Like he's always been a genuine motherfucker, and you know what? If he's making a movie, if he's going into my world, I'm gonna go support him. I'm gonna go see if it's any good, because you know what? If it means that he makes more movies, I'm all for it. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. But I'm genuinely very excited. I've heard a lot of good things about the film, so we will see.
I thought I was subscribed to Markiplier. Apparently, I'm not. Or YouTube unsubscribed me at one point.
Yeah.
'Cause I definitely was.
Nah, he
think
just
it's
seems like a
kinda cool.
genuine guy.
I think it's kind of cool, like those kind of personalities that come from content creation, kind of starting to branch out to other avenues.
Like Jacksepticeye? What Alana Pierce?
What has he been doing lately?
Jacksepticeye?
Yeah.
Mainly just voice acting, to my knowledge.
Oh, really?
Voice acting, his coffee business. I think he at one point was trying to get like a Soma thing started.
Yeah.
Because I know he fucking loves Soma because that's a very good game. So.
But yeah, he is I mean, yeah, he's acting mainly. Just yeah, his coffee business.
Cool.
It is a little I will say it's a little jarring growing up on YouTube and seeing all the people that you like watched on YouTube become.
Is Juice frozen? I think he is. He is.
I think he is. Yeah, I've just been looking at the
I think
video.
he might have disconnected.
He got by the.
Oh, he's
there
gone.
he is.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh no, he got by the iron lung. Oh no.
Feel like he's hard looking into my soul as a wild.
No.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Check it off of your bingo card. Juice disconnects.
Juice disconnects. God.
Yeah, I mean, like to comment on that slightly, I think it's. I mean, again, I've grown up as a wrestling fan, so like I'm very used to people leaving the industry that I know them from to go do other things.
Yeah,
that's kind of what they all do. Fucking stupid part timers. But I think with YouTube especially, it's kind of required because like it's an industry built around trends, and it gets to a point where you can't keep up with the trends anymore. I mean, look how many we had the streaming boom of 2020, obviously. Yeah. Hey, he's back. He returned.
How long have you frozen?
I don't know. I saw the chat message a couple minutes ago, so at least a couple minutes.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, like we saw the streaming boom of 2020, and then with how important TikTok became to like facilitate content creation. I mean, the streaming boom kind of took out a few YouTubers, and then the TikTok boom took out a few YouTubers and a few TikTokers, right?
Yeah.
So you need it if you can't adapt to those. I mean, we were talking about Vsauce earlier. That's someone who I think has genuinely adapted very well to the shorts era of content, right? There was a sort of resurgence because when streaming was the big thing, obviously he didn't really do that. He didn't fall off at all, but you could definitely tell, he's not trending as much as he used to be. And then when shorts came in and he started innovating with shorts, he started trending again. This is an industry that you have to trend, you have to beat the algorithm if you want to be able to swim.
Yeah.
And if you can't do that, it's like, okay, I don't have the energy to make 5 TikTok shorts a day in the hopes that one of them gets picked up. What do I have the energy to do? Like, I know that I can manage a team. I know that I can create a vision. I know that I can tell a story. I know that I can do a long form sort of visual of some sorts. I'm going to make a movie. I think YouTube actually translates really well into movie and TV if you can do it right. Because the thing that makes a good YouTuber is knowing a little bit of everything, right? Knowing a little bit of editing, knowing a little bit of how recording works, knowing a little bit of marketing, knowing a little bit of, being able to put yourself out there. That's all skills you need in the movie industry. And if you could apply that, which I think Mark has proven that he can, that, we could be looking at, someone who directs the next sort of big, feature potentially in 20 years' time. Are we going to be talking about Mark Fishbach, the director who made this fucking masterpiece that won him, all these different awards and shit? And it's like, oh yeah, but 30 years ago he was a fucking YouTuber.
Directed by Michael Bay.
So
no, it is like I said, it is weird for me in a space where the weirdness comes from, I think, how parasocial you have to be on these platforms. It's like it's a different level of being parasocial, right? Like the fact that Markiplier is making a movie is wild to me because I feel like I've watched this dude be this person for the last 10, 20 years, and it almost feels like you know him on this like deep level. I never felt that with like actors or any wrestlers back in the day because I didn't follow. There's no ability for me to like literally see their day-to-day life the same way that it is now.
Mm.
Especially have access to those people in such a direct way like Twitter or YouTube comments and all that.
I mean, it's
But
kind of interesting. I was going through, mindlessly scrolling TikTok as per usual. But it's like this weird, and I forgot who it was, but somebody said it like perfectly. It's like we've transitioned to it being so easy to build a brand off of yourself that
Mhm.
there's just so many. It's just easy. It's personal. Like you know, who's the guys who did Prime or whatever, the energy drink.
Logan and KSI.
Logan
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah.
And
Like
Sideman
it's
KSI.
like it's just like it's with social media. It's just so much easier to build off of your personality rather than coming up with an idea, building a team,
Yep.
going through it, in the quote unquote traditional sense. It's
Mm.
almost, I guess, backwards nowadays, if you can put it that way. Or it's like
Yeah.
you have the people and then you create the opportunity instead of creating the opportunity and then getting the people.
Yeah, and like finding them through that. I think as well, a big part of it is like we are very social creatures, and social media like TikTok, Twitter, whatever, YouTube, like it makes you. We get that sort of social interaction, and because of how instinctive it's become, which is kind of a scary thing to think about, but like it's sort of part of your daily routine. You wake up, you check Twitter, you doom scroll, you stick on a YouTube video, and it's always there. And that's the thing, is these people are always there because there's always a post from them. So, and you feel like you can check in. That's why on YouTube for such a big time, like one of the biggest sort of content spheres was that whole sort of like the girl next door vlogger kind of thing. You think your Zoellas and stuff like that is
Jenna Marbles. Yeah.
Jenna Marbles is a huge one. We have this social tap at the touch of our, in the palm of our, literally in the palm of our hands, and the same way as you would have your friends at school and stuff, and then because we associate the connection we have with these people in social media to our friends that we had growing up, we automatically assume, oh yeah, I comment on all of Mark's posts, and he replies every now and again, like we're friends.
Yeah.
Like it's scary how it's evolved and how reliant we've become on that.
I just for our not British people, Zoella was like the biggest YouTuber in England for like 5-6 years. To the point where you could not, even if she did a lot of beauty stuff, but even if you weren't into that, it would pop up into your feeds, like into your like daily recommendeds when YouTube used to be that. That it was quite literally like Jenna Marbles or iJustine back in the day.
iJustine was a
For
big
England.
one.
For England.
Yeah, Emma Blackery was another one that was sort of around a decent amount, and like there were a lot of people like in that, because I think in the UK specifically, like vlogging was like a very big thing, because everyone was living in London, so everyone was like, oh, I'm around like 12 other people that do this, so we're just gonna do shit together constantly.
Yeah.
Like for 3 years, that's what British YouTube was, is you had the gaming YouTubers,
Yes, I know.
and you had the vloggers, and then you kind of had them all mixing it, and then vloggers would have gaming channels and gamers would have vlogging channels. Like, that's what the YouTube space was. I want to say, like, between 2014 and 2017, like, that was the space. That was what you did. Is that shit. And yeah, Zoella was one of the biggest ones, to the point where she was in Madame Two Swords up until like the summer of last year. So that tells you how big she was. They made a wax figure of her, and she was like 3 rooms away from Ed Sheeran.
Yeah, I only know about her because I found out about the advent calendar, where she was scammed by a different company.
It was that was a whole thing. That was a whole thing.
Anyways, if you want to be parasocial with us, 3 of us will be at Evo. So come say hi, like we're best friends. Because we are.
We are.
Yeah.
We'll have some nice stuff to give away. We got some plans for some new merch and stuff. So we'll be trying to give stuff out, shooting some content. Come help us shoot content. Come screw around.
If I'm just like in a bad mood for the next, when's Evo? 4 months.
True.
Just know it's not you, it's me. Getting good at games is hard, and I need to make it out of pools, at least in one of them.
Wait, so you're just doing 2x for this?
No, I'm doing 4 games.
Oh my lord.
I'm doing Rival of Aether 2, 2XKO, Grand Blue Fantasy versus, and Undernight. But the last one I don't expect to do well.
Bro, you gotta hone in, brother.
Oh, I'm honed in.
Gotta hone in, brother.
I'm good at 2 of those.
Well, how about you get good at one of them and like get a top 4?
Oh, that's never gonna happen. What the fuck? I have a full-time job.
Not with that fucking attitude.
Yeah.
Not with that.
The fuck? Do we promote losers in this chat? What the fuck?
Get the fuck back on the battlefield, soldier. Your duty is not yet done.
I have a full-time job with a medical condition.
Oh, I'm so sorry, bro. Well, you know what? The fucking beaches of Normandy didn't take themselves, all right? Get out.
I'm just saying that I've already earned my purple heart. Just
and your purple heart and your
StarCraft doesn't count.
I broke my wrist in StarCraft. I broke my wrists again in Melee.
StarCraft is the Marines of video games.
Literally.
Hoo-ha.
We were actually Model and I were actually playing Age of Empires 2 the other day.
Age of Empires is too slow for me. I realize that I have like a little bit of like when it comes to doing things, I need my fingers. I don't know if the mic picks this up, but I need my fingers to really just be.
It's not at all picking up.
It's got.
I don't hear it.
I think 4 is. I don't know. It depends. Like 2 and 4 play a lot differently. But you can like max out APM on 2. 4 is kind of just like it's more micro-y, but endgame micro-y. Which is kind of weird.
Yeah, my StarCraft APM was like 250 to 300.
God damn.
And that's how I like to play the game. So Age of Empires, that's like you can't do that because it will ruin your pathing and that.
More or less.
There it goes.
Oh, let me actually find Musica real quick because Spotify doesn't like us today for some reason.
We gotta stall. How do we stall for 30 minutes while Justin decides what
30 minutes.
Go through every song.
I'll apologize.
I'll give you all of my YouTube playlists, brother. You just choose one. I have like 17,000 of them.
But yeah, this is oh my god, what is it? 65? God damn, guys.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Um,
Still not old enough to retire.
No, see, I'm old enough to retire. I just don't have the money to.
So, I didn't really think about it today, so maybe we'll start doing it again next session. But we should definitely get back into the whole because last week with me and Juice we kind of introduced suggestions of games for us to kind of try out as a squad. Juice and I played Rise, Son of Rome, so that was pretty fun.
Yep.
If you guys don't remember that was a 360 exclusive back in the day. Kind of like redid on Steam. Go check it out. It was pretty cool. I beat the living shit out of it and kind of just no lifed it for probably like 48 hours.
See, the one thing I know about Rise Son of Rome is when my friend played it back in the day, it was like he was big on his history, so I was like, all the history's wrong and I don't like it. And it's like, apparently, like, all the fucking major historical figures are in the wrong place and shit. It's like, it's wild.
It was interesting, like going back to after, playing all these open world games for the last couple years, going back to something that's like extremely linear, was definitely a different taste, so to speak. But I mean, it worked out. That game really it aged really fucking well. So if you guys are into like those Batman Arkham Asylum, Shadow of Mordor type games, definitely go back and give Rise another shot. Unfortunately, they did not port over the PvP, so all the multiplayer is co-op, kind of like survival stuff, which isn't bad at all. Like there's a lot of maps, there's a lot of variation. It'll keep you busy for a few hours. That's for damn sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah. Episode 65,
it is
guys.
solid.
Goddamn.
Thank y'all for hanging out. Of course, everything's gonna be up on the YouTubes. Check out the shorts. Show some love. And yeah, we'll see y'all on the next one.
Next time you see me, I'll give my review of America.
Oh my god.
You can't say that. You're going to